I'm live. Sorry. I'm just like listening to music. It's kind of cool, isn't it? No, no, like for real. That music's pretty badass, right? I like it. It's just dee, 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 dee. It's pretty fun. I liked it. Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Um, yeah. Anyway, so this is gonna be my final live stream. All right, please ignore the slightly clickbaity title a little bit. It's the last one I'm going to be doing on YouTube. I'm actually going to switch the live stream over to Twitch. So relax, guys. I figured that it's a great one to do because this is 174. The next one is going to be 175. And I'd like to move the platform. I'd like to change the platform. When I do these live videos, I can't actually monetize them. And then I was recently, by recently I mean 2 weeks ago, I was just too out of it to do whatever. So, excuse my hair. I have taken 3 showers today, so my hair is being really stupid right now. I only actually use the shampoo the once, but still, it's like being really stupid right now. I can't monetize the video at all, which means I can't have an ad playing. And as you may or may not have heard, the only way that your favorite YouTubers get paid besides Patreon, thank you, my Patreon community, is by watching an ad, letting an ad run all the way through to its end without clicking, even if it's on the last second, without clicking off. So there's that. So what I can't monetize the live videos, but I can monetize the replaying of it. So anybody who will see my video after I've already left, then they can have an ad play. But like, I think I make like 14 cents off of these stupid things. And it's a lot of time and a lot of effort. And I show you guys a lot of stuff. I unbox a lot of stuff on here. So I'm saying I think I'd rather try and monetize a little bit better. So it's still free. It's still 100% free to everybody, but it's going to be on Twitch instead, where on there, people could actually subscribe, if they wanted to, or they could just follow without subscribing. It's not a big deal. I'm still going to make it so you can comment and stuff like that. Like, it's all good. It's all good, but it's just going to be there instead. And then I will, like, it'll only stay there for like a couple of weeks. So then I'll just simply download the video and send it to YouTube. So you'll still be able to see the live streams. They just won't be available. They just won't be live here. It'll be a recording of. So yeah, and Twitch it's just a website. It's no different than YouTube. It's just a website. You just go to the website and it's done. Hey, Tommy's in New Hampshire. Silva Surfa is freaking hysterical. I'm nervous too, and I work here. I offered to pay you. I offered to pay you, and you turned it down. Victor, what's going on, Victor? How you doing, man? I'm trying to get myself in the right headspace again to get some more face rip games going. I've actually got 10, technically 12 in the can, waiting to 13. I've technically got 13 because I did a one shot with somebody. So there's that. Anyway, yeah. This caveman involved. Give me that DMT. You're hysterical. Joseph Fantalon, what's up? Restroom break during ad. Effing awesome. Mark McKeever, what's up, dude? How you doing? Corey is here. Mark Guerrero. I probably won't be showing up as often. I have never used Twitch. You could see it afterwards or not. I don't know what to tell you, brother. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Stefan Siller, yes, I am Well, actually, you know what? I'm only partially broken over that, because I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I am buying DC Comics. Okay, that is also kind of clickbaity. There's nothing to click on, but Breck Warren, what's going on, Breck? How you doing, man? So here's the deal. I am actually going to be doing my own stuff with Hawkman, because honestly, you know what? Like, I'm going to be talking about it with Chillmonger tonight in the podcast. But yeah, no, I'm pretty much just done with DC. At this point, like, DC is doing what they can, but they've already screwed up so much that, oh, well, AT&T is saying, and you know why AT&T is saying that stuff? Because they don't see a profit with DC. That's the problem. That's been the problem the whole entire time. all the respect in the world to Zack Snyder, an amazing cinematographer, filmographer, director, writer, whole bunch of really incredible. He's got some of the best movies that I've ever seen, and he makes another movie. I'm going to go see it. And even if it's another DC movie, I'm going to hate the story, but I'm still going to love the effects and everything because man, this guy's got a vision like he's prescient. But facts is facts, man. The majority of people simply look at these movies and say, these are not my superheroes. F off. The numbers are in. So we can have this Snyder's cut and all this other, really great. And I'm not being facetious when I say great stuff. It is great stuff. But I'm not here for that. I'm simply not here to see my DC superheroes or any of my superheroes being utilitarianists and Ayn Rand followers like Zack Snyder. I'm simply not interested in seeing that. Please go out and make a Mr. A movie, or go and make the Question movie, or any of the the actual utilitarian characters that Steve Ditko created, because he's done plenty for here. Do the Creeper. I bet you he'd do a great the Creeper, but I don't want to see him doing the Trinity anymore because he's horrible at it. And if some fans can't take that criticism, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? We all need to seek help with something, and that's something some of us need to seek help with. Like, it's constructive criticism. That's all it is. I don't want to see my DC heroes, any of my heroes, turn into that. So that's just one of the aspects. That's only one. There's also the idea that they've only been focusing on the Trinity. And by the way, when I say the Trinity, let's just leave Wonder Woman out of this, because let's be realistic. She's part of the Trinity because of face value. It's no different than the interviews that they did when they were making the Justice League animated TV series. And I think we all love the Justice League animated TV series, right? But they had, instead of Hal Jordan, they had Jon Stewart in there. And when you look at the interviews that came out during the time, they tell you flat out the only reason why we put Jon Stewart in there instead of the much more recognizable Hal Jordan is because, let's face it, we really didn't need another white guy in the team. We needed a black guy in the team. Okay, that works. You had a black character who's a Green Lantern, and we needed a Green Lantern on there anyway. And you can't have a billion people on the team. I get it, but that does say a lot. That does say a lot. Why was Hawkgirl even on the team? And she was great in there, but they didn't play Hawkgirl the right way. She's falling in love with Jon Stewart. She's falling in love with anybody other than Hawkman. What? 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 Have you people ever read the Hawkgirl or Hawkman series? Like, hello. So diversity for diversity's sake, whatever, it could be cool. It could be whatever it is, but can we actually have some diversity? Because I don't see it anymore. Back when people, all of us, myself included, used to say, listen, man, Marvel might be doing better with this and that and all these other things, but DC's killing it with their animated stuff. Yeah, until they weren't. Until we realized that they're only going to keep on making animated Batman stuff. Oh, crap, what's the new Batman thing coming out? It's a DC showcase with a bunch of the other 5 to 15-minute max miniature, films on there. They're not even films, they're like clips practically. And the only new content on there is going to feature Batman. Yeah, it's Under the Red Hood, but let's be realistic. We've seen this stuff before, right? Not Under the Red Hood. It can lead to Under the Red Hood. One of them is going to lead to Under the Red Hood, apparently. It's the death of Batman, or death of Robin. Enough with the goddamn Batman. Jesus Christ. You're making me hate Batman, DC Comics. You are making me hate Batman. Because DC is a hell of a lot more than Batman. Hey, newsflash, it's also a hell of a lot more than Superman. Hey, amazing that one of the most single-handedly effective and popular and money-making movies that DC Comics had throughout its length, and that we're waiting for the sequel, is Wonder Woman. Holy crap, imagine that. The third part of the Trinity that, let's be realistic, it's really just a diversity hire. That's a female. Let's throw her in there. Trinity. Wonder Woman is not the first female character ever made. It's not even the first character that DC ever made, or female character that DC ever made. Saying, like, it's just something. It just exists. It's just something that's out there. And they're just like, she's very shiny, and feminists have taken a liking to her, and this is exactly what William Moulton Marston was looking for. So hey, let's say that she's part of the Trinity, when in reality, yeah, not really. We're gonna make Batman and Superman comic books, and Superman and Batman comic books, and then we'll put them together in books. But Wonder Woman, even their little silly attempt to just say, oh, we're going to make it so that Wonder Woman was actually the first character that was ever done in the DC universe with that G5 nonsense they were planning. Yeah, that got almost as much love as the freaking safe space and whatever the hell those two idiots they tried to make from that absolute freaking 100% not on this earth, head in the clouds, Daniel Kibblesmith guy. What the hell is DC Comics doing? Now it doesn't matter. Now it doesn't matter. Look at all of the books that are being canceled. Look at all the books that, like, oh, they're going to cancel. And let's risk, because I was actually about to look for this when I was on Twitter anyway, and I saw that Tim Board from Hawkworld, I don't know if he's in here or not, he'll probably be in later, said the exact thing that I was looking for. They said, oh, there's only going to be it's going to cancel. The last issue is going to be in 3 more months. That means we're getting 3 more issues of Hawkman before it ends, along with all the other stuff. The last issue is going to be on the anniversary of Hawkman. We were planning on doing a bunch of cool things for Hawkman. We were planning on doing a whole bunch of cool things. And now it's almost like we're going to be in mourning. It's just comic book characters, guys, right? It's just comic book characters. But all of us have watched these comic book characters growing up, watched them on TV or read them or whatever, acted like them. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I put on the red and the blue towel when I was younger also and acted like I was freaking Batman or Superman. All right. You know what else I did? I grabbed 2 and put them like on the sides. They don't hold very well, and usually got to run around like this because it falls out. But I put 2 on there and pretended they were wings so I could run around like Hawkman also, because Hawkman is effing awesome. So screw that. Look, they're canceling Aquaman. You know what I'm saying? They're canceling all of these books. And then when you read that interview, that Jim Lee did, what does he say? I'm pretty much just looking to protect Batman, to keep Batman going. Congratulations. I've got nothing personal against this guy, but let's be realistic. He was put in that position. You can't tell me that guy was put in that position for any strategic reason other than, oh, it's going to look good on paper. Jim Lee, one of the original defectors for Image Comics. You know what I'm saying? The guy that's like, boom, he's the guy that when they found out we're losing Jim Lee at Marvel, and DC was like, wait, we're not going to get Jim Lee. And it was like, there's the sci-fi video all about So Much Damage, I think it's called, the creation, the founding of Image Comics. Bro, Jim Lee doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's not a businessman, not in any way, shape, or form. He's not fit to be a COO. He's not fit to be a CEO. He's not fit to be a publisher. He's fit to be an artist. And you could tell because all of his strategic decisions are, well, I'm going to draw some stuff. I love you, Jim Lee. You're freaking awesome. But let's be realistic. You know that you're not qualified for what you do. This is never going to get back to Jim Lee. I don't care. I don't think I want it to. I'm not here to insult anybody. I love everybody. I love everybody. Even Brian Michael Bendis. But is Bendis good for Superman? So therefore, is Bendis great for DC? Has he been good for what do you call it? A lot of the stuff that's been going on. He's been good for other writers in DC, taking food out of people's mouths. Look, when is the last time DC Comics actually made a good decision? Oh, Black Label. Black Label was a really good. They just got finished firing. They just shit canned the guy who was in charge of and founded Black Label. What the hell? They have been screwing up for so long that, of course, when AT&T comes along and says, "Yeah, we're going to buy out Time Warner and all this stuff, Warner Brothers, and boom, boom. Let's see some of the properties they got. They got this, they got that, they got this. Blah, 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 blah. Every single thing that I see with this DC Comics company is garbage. It is hot, flaming garbage. How many people, by a show of hands, metaphorically, not metaphorically, analogously, How many people actually believe that DC has put out anything of substance in a while? How many people think that anybody on the question I really wanted to ask that just kind of got slipped in, still not fully right in my head, sorry. How many people think that anybody, a single person, even the guy in the mailroom, maybe the guy in the mailroom, but even the guy in the mailroom, how many people in AT&T who recently bought this company, how many people here think that they have actually that any of them have actually read a comic book? Marvel, or how many of you think that they can even tell the difference between Superman and Marvel? They're not. So there's absolutely no nostalgia for these guys at DC. There's no nostalgia for the AT&T guys. Have absolutely no interest whatsoever in anything that's not going to make them money. There is no nostalgia making them say, you know what? Let's keep the DC stuff going. So yeah, when they decide to cut back a budget like that, and they just start getting rid of all the top people, because a lot of people don't realize just how big this is. Whenever there's a merger, whenever there's a company and they get together and they're just like, oh, we're going to merge or I'm going to buy you out or whatever, the main guys in charge of stuff, I'm going to get to the comments and give me like 1 minute. All right. Because I see there are actually some good stuff there. It's not the executives that get fired. If anything, they wind up getting a golden parachute package and they get, out there. DC Comics isn't like one of these giant corporations. They're just some very small company under larger and larger and larger still umbrella companies, is what it is. I remember when I was driving for Haagen-Dazs, I was still going to school for my business degree. And I remember like I'm driving for Haagen-Dazs ice cream. And the guy, like even the manager of the freaking place was like, yeah, guys, we might be hauling Budweiser pretty soon. Everybody's like, wait, what? Even me, I'm like, what? They were saying that everybody was saying, we're probably going to wind up hauling Budweiser in our trucks pretty soon, our freezer trucks. Who wants frozen Budweiser? Like we have ice cream in there. Who wants frozen Budweiser? I don't understand. Are we bringing it to Antarctica? Is that why it needs to be in a freezer? Because as soon as you take it out, like I don't understand what's going on. So they're like, yeah, the company, we just acquired Budweiser. Like, oh, that's what you mean. So here's this guy who's only been with the company for, what was I with the company for? 5, 6 months, something like that. And I have to explain to these guys, that's not how it works. The company that bought Budweiser is actually Pillsbury. Pillsbury currently owns both Budweiser and they've always owned us. And the exact same reason why we're not carrying Pillsbury dough or the Pillsbury cookies or any of the Pillsbury product in our freezer truck is because we're our own independent company, but we're owned by, a solidified entity owned by a much larger umbrella company that owns other things. And I forget what it was, but at the time there was a larger company that owned Pillsbury and several other larger or smaller, I should say, umbrella companies. So it's like just because we acquired Anheuser-Busch and they merged together with Pillsbury doesn't mean that we're going to be carrying beer. Like that's not going to happen. Some of the guys understood. Some of the guys actually looked at it as, all right, you just wait. You'll see, Bill. You'll see. You know what I'm saying? But when we got Budweiser in the back, you'll see. Truck drivers, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? They're not business majors. So whatever, I get it. I'm not mad at anybody, but like when you think about the way that this works, it's a brand, it's a company, and it's about the money. That's all it is. Nobody at AT&T purchased this DC or Warner Brothers specifically because they're like, ooh, the DC characters, we can make money off of them. No, that's not what it was. That's not what it was at all. That simply did not happen. So, no. No, we could probably wind up losing this. What do you call it? DC. I This is one of those things where it's like I'm not. This is not a bunch of truck drivers at Haagen-Dazs talking about this. No, I'm being serious when I say this because it wasn't just regular people who were fired. It's not just a bunch of low-level guys at the factory. It's like, oh, we're going to close down this factory. The executives were going to move with us, but the regular workers, no, we got to let them go. Sorry, saying your final paycheck will be in the mail. No, no, no. These are people who actually have offices to clean out. They were actually let go. That's what happened here at DC. Now, a bunch of people misunderstanding what I said. What's the last, good thing that they actually put out? Putting out things like, certain comic books they put out. That's not what I mean. I mean the things that are actually going to make them a butt ton of money. Deceased is good, but Deceased is not going to be canceled because it was always meant to be a limited series. There's a certain number of them to be put out. So canceling Aquaman, yes, because that's ongoing. But little series, no, it's not the case. And Tom Taylor is writing that. And right now they're looking at the money. And for whatever reason, Suicide Squad, I guess I'm not doing enough to promote it. Well, the funny thing is, here's another stupid decision on the part of DC and also Marvel Comics. Let's be realistic. Not a whole lot of support for us guys who are for free promoting this stuff. I know a lot of people think that on YouTube we make $1 million and whatnot, right? Some people do, like PewDiePie and all them. Some people do. I don't sell merchandise. I don't. And I don't have how many subscribers does freaking PewDiePie have? You know what I'm saying? And you only get paid by the number of ads that people watch. So make no mistake, when I put this out, even though I'll get a couple $100 here and there, make no mistake, a couple $100 per month, not per week, not per week. The amount of time I put into this is not worth it to me financially. I do this because of my love for comics. But we don't get a whole lot of support from the guy. Like we just don't. We just don't. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when push comes to shove, like this is some of the most ridiculous stuff in the world. When you get snubbed, and I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna point out Matthew Rosenberg, right? When we've got an interview, we're ready to go with an interview. The guy says, "Yes, I will be there for an interview," and it's supposed to be here on one of these live streams, and then he just straight up stiffs me, and it's like, oh, well, I mean, I could go without. I can just talk to the audience. And I'm glad that I don't promote, hey, somebody's coming on to the show. I don't promote that just in case something like this happens. So fortunately, I had the foresight to know that some people are just going to stiff you. You know what I'm saying? Why would you not want me? And this was for Hawkeye Freefall. I wanted to promote Hawkeye Freefall and advertise that ForceWorks was coming up. It's like, yeah, man, I'd love to do an interview with you. I'm not going to read the actual private, the DM that we had on Twitter, but like we had an exchange and he said yes. He said yes. And he didn't show up. And I followed up with him 3 times afterwards. Didn't get a response. It's a weird kind of thing. It's a weird kind of thing. You're right, Mitch. Hey, what's up, Mitch? How you doing? Tom the Fish is here. Aggressive Relaxing. What's going on, man? I saw your new parody radio up on YouTube. That was some good stuff, man. Like it's always good stuff. But yeah, Mitch makes Jonah S is here. What's up? Mitch makes a good point. They don't support the stores either. Correct. And they do more to support the stores than they do us. But like, let's be realistic. Like they just like hear these people trying to promote comics, trying to promote what they do and whatever they do. And we just don't get any support. Hey, whatever. I don't do this for whatever. I mean, if they give me support, they're not going to give me a paycheck. But it's one of those things like they just don't. So, honestly, whatever. If DC falls apart, if DC actually does wind up getting sold, because DC could actually go up on the auction block, I think the best we could do is hope that Marvel actually buys them. Now, there's good and there's bad with that. It's bad because, oh my God, there's a monopoly on the major comic book characters out there. it's good because at least we know that they should be taking care of them. There'll be a lot more money coming to them. And how cool would it be to see Marvel doing a Superman movie in the MCU? How cool would that be to see Superman have to go up against the Hulk or Thanos? Darkseid versus Thanos. Yo, all that stuff that we see in Death Battle and we scream at them, you don't know the comics! Think about the idea that we can actually have this for real. And under Feige, of all people, bruh, you tell me you wouldn't want to see Captain America and Batman team up to go up against the Joker and Hydra? You know what I'm saying? How sick would that be? Huh? We can even get a Hawkman movie out there because Marvel will do those things. Marvel will absolutely do those things. So you know what it is, what it is. Hey, Joseph is here, Batter is here. Why don't they license those characters not being used a smaller company? They could, like what IDW, their contract that they have with Marvel, they could. What's up, Tim? I was just talking about you. Saying what I'm, Professor saying what I'm thinking. DC Comics has never once acknowledged what I'm doing on Hawkworld. Yeah, that was one of the things that the two of us have actually done, or the two of us have actually talked about, is that Tim Board has literally, like, maybe I'm the second biggest Hawkman advocate in the world. I don't know. Maybe. But there's no doubt who's first, and that's Tim, part of Hawkworld. Look for that symbol on YouTube and Facebook. Hey, are you on Instagram? I don't know. I don't know if he's on Instagram or not. I don't follow you on Instagram. But if you are on Instagram, I will click the follow. The point is, but then again, I'm not really on Instagram anyway. It'll just be one more sub, so whatever. But like, how do you not have people at DC saying, hey, look at all these people in this Hawkworld thing. He's doing a great job keeping the characters going. That's 2 characters, mind you. Hawkman, Hawkwoman. You know what I'm saying? Technically 3 because Hawkgirl also. Yes, there's a difference. Relax. And all the Gentleman Ghost, you know what I'm saying? All the different characters that they've got. I mean, that's a big deal. And those tie into who ties into the Justice Society of America more than Hawkman? So you talk about a whole world of tying in and nobody's interested in doing that. And that's just shameful. So you know what? Whatever. It is what it is. If the damn company falls apart, F them. F them. Because at some point it's too late. It's too late. You know that joke? What's the difference? And I hope that there aren't going to be anybody getting offended by this because it's just a stupid joke and it's a funny, stupid joke. What's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb? You can unscrew a light bulb. Dad joke, whatever. Anyway, older dad joke. I can't tell that to my 5 and 7-year-old. But when they're 16, that's a funny one. It's a funny one. But here's the funny thing about it. What's the difference when it comes to DC? You can unscrew a light bulb. You can't unscrew what DC has already done. Can it be saved? Possibly. But they're starting from now. They're starting with all the crap that DC has done, all the failures, the utter and obvious, demonstrable failures that they have done so far. Is there hope for them? I don't see it. I don't see a single blue ring. St. Walker, baby. I don't see it anywhere. I don't see it. Superman. I got my Supermans here. It's like, this means hope. I'll be your Lois Lane and point out that here on Earth, it's just a goddamn S. And it's for stupid. And that's basically the marketing strategy and the sales strategy that DC has done since forever. Wake up, DC. You know what? Who cares? Go back to sleep. Who cares? Stay asleep. It doesn't matter at this point because your bed is made. You screwed up. You done screwed up. That's the way the business world works. You have just been acquired. And what is your worth right now that they acquire you and they look down on paper? What is your worth? And we have been talking about it for the longest time now. And just Superman and Batman will always be here. Until they're not. Until they're not. I'm going to start opening some toys. First off, I don't know what's in here because I order a bunch of stuff and I don't know what it is. So, Mariah, what's up? Master Euro, what's up? I want hero who is a live streamer. I will be that hero. It might not look good that I'm talking to you with a hunting knife, but you get what I'm saying, right? I will be that hero. Listen, I am going to take care of it myself. Because you know what? Some people talk, other people do. I am a doer. Holy crap, this is freaking awesome. Talk about DC. Woohoo! And this is one of the ways I'm going to do it. This is one of the ways I'm going to do it. Hey, who's this guy? Looks an awful lot like Saddam Yat to me. Hey! Oh, man. Who's this? Who is this? Ah, there she is. That's my girl. That's my girl. Give me a kiss, girl. Big Barda without the helmet. I've shown you guys that I've got Big Barda with the helmet. There's no interchangeable heads. They just sell a variant version without the helmet. So here's another Big Barda. Sexy, sweet, awesome. Hey, who's this? It's William Hand. A lot of Green Lantern stuff going on, right? I got William Hand, the Black Hand. Blackest Night, baby. Oh, there's one more character in here. Oh, along with an interchangeable hand for Saddam Yat, so he can shoot his Green Lantern. Look at that, it's a Green Lantern symbol there with his hand. Sweet. Got to wash those. And one more character. You guys are going to flip out over this one. I hope you're going to flip out at this one. Bang. Amazo, the original awesome android. So this is how I'm going to help to keep the comics alive, the DC comics alive, and all the comics alive. I am going to write their comics. Am I allowed to write their comics? No, I'm not. But you know what I can do? I can do my stop motion animations. Like I said, I just got finished painting. I took 3 showers today because I kept on getting, and yesterday I took 2 because for the past 2 days I've been nothing but painting my hallway. My wife is a psychopath, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm stuck painting the whole hallway. And I have finished painting the entire hallway. You might hear some fans in the background. It's because I'm the only one in the house. They went to their mom's house up north. I'm stuck here sucking in paint vibes with the windows open and the fans blowing. Ah. But anyway, yeah, I painted the freaking hallway. So that's almost done. I want to do the baseboard. She said white. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do all this if I'm not going to, be able to do it my way. So no, I'm not going to only do white. I'm going to do more than that. I'm going to paint it like a what is it? A sky blue gray. So actually, and it also translates to Zeppelin gray, which is really weird, but whatever. Okay, look what I got. Boom! This is a thing that just came out in Walmart 2 days ago, and I got one. I also got a Mystique. I didn't find it at the store that I went to, the Mississauga Walmart that I went to. I didn't find it there, but the wife was out, and I follow groups online that talk about toys, and one guy was like, "Hey, here's a picture of all the stuff that's in this Walmart," and I'm like, "My wife is up by there right now." So I'm like, "Babe, what are you doing?" "I'm feeding the kids lunch." "Stuff it in their mouth, leave them with your mom, go and freaking go to this Walmart. It's about 10 minutes from you. Excuse me, go pick up my Mystique." So yeah, the Mystique and Cable are out. I got the Mystique. I saw it in the shop. Hiccups. Saw it in the shopping cart. So I got a Mystique. It's at my mother-in-law's house. She's cool. She'll be good to it. But I do have the Cable in hand. So I'm going to pop this puppy open. And I got a lot to show you guys. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be showing you guys, but I got a lot of stuff I'm going to be going over. And that's not it. I've also got what's in the box. You might be saying, "What's in the box? What's in the box?" Well, I'm going to show you what's in the freaking box. Yeah, it's actually some diorama stuff that a buddy of mine made. Yeah. Well, also I got this guy. I'm going to open this guy also. So yeah, I'm going to do all that stuff as I'm still talking to you guys. So comments, talk to me. Let's get some stuff going. What else you guys want to talk about? Paint vibes. Yes, I got paint vibes. Shut up. It's paint fumes. I said vibes. Shut up. I'm not feeling good. Sounds like an origin story, Professor. Oh, the paint, inhaling the paint. Oh man, I am Paint Man. There have been worse characters, and you know it. NFL Super Pro, anyone? So anyway, okay. Here's what Cable comes with. Here's the crying out loud. The stupid guys. Don't eat toys. Don't lick the toys. Okay, there's your warning. So it's this thing. I'm going to save this because I'm going to cut this out and actually use this probably for like the entrance to Cerebro. Anyway, guys, like I was saying, I am going to keep the comic books alive. And I don't need DC Comics. I don't need Marvel Comics. I don't need them to do it anymore. I know that we all like to say, oh, well, they've got to keep them alive because of all the stories. You realize that we've got 80 plus years of these stories already out. And these companies are all about the short-term profit. That's all that these companies are about anymore. They don't care about the long-term profit. They just don't. So yeah, no, they don't care. They genuinely don't care. They're looking at it as, hey, we're going to make some money now. And if we're not going to make some money right now, then we're not going to pay attention to it. Nobody's creative anymore. Nobody is creative anymore in business. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you know that the radio waves, as discovered by Einstein, there was no purpose for them. Einstein had no idea what was going to be done with radio waves. When he was able to prove the existence of radio waves, he had no idea that he was going to be that marketers were going to be able to do something with it. But this is what happened. The marketers showed up and they were like, huh, what if we did like shortwave radio, ham radios and stuff like that? Let's do that. And then pretty soon, what if we did AM radio? Hey, what if we did FM radio? Hey, what if we made TV? That's right, TV was broadcast over radio waves. It's a funny thing that, and there's so much more that you could do with radio waves also that have already been done, and who knows what else can be done. He just saw a thing and he says, I want to do this. And he wasn't interested in where it was going to come from. That's what the marketers were all about. The businessmen, they're like, we need an opportunity. Let's grow off an opportunity. Nowadays, business, that's not what business is anymore. Nowadays, business is, hey, I want you to try and figure out how to do a thing. Oh, you did a thing? We'd like to buy the thing from you. That's what it is. Nobody's, and this goes, like, maybe a better way to understand this is through music. What guys who make music nowadays, you know, by make music, I don't mean the artists, which companies go out and actually try and discover the new big musicians anymore? Like, it just doesn't happen. They're just like, oh, yeah. You have a tape? Yeah, bring in your demo tape. We'll listen to it. A year later, whatever the hell it is, oh, hey, interesting. We heard your demo tape, and yeah, apparently you got some big stuff going on. Like I saw you doing stuff, and you got a lot of people coming to your concerts and stuff like that. But they're small time concerts, so if you want to go big, you know, you got to come to us. You got to come to us. So, but we're going to own 10% of everything that you do from this point on. That's not just record sales, but merch, tours, your concerts, all that stuff. Nobody's creative anymore. The only people who are creative are the poor people. All these guys and gals, just when I say guys, guys is a universal term. All these people who are making comic books right now, you know, they're all contractors. Even if they've got exclusive contracts, they're still contractors. They don't make benefits. They don't, like, they're not employees. They're contractors. They're privately owned contractors, like wrestlers, you know? We don't want to pay you benefits. We don't want you to be an actual employee. We'll put you on the payroll, though. And they're not really getting that much for what they're doing and for the box office success that their creations have been proven. If these guys are getting paid so well, why are they all stuck moving to freaking Oregon? I'm saying I make more than most of these comic book writers. Like Donny Cates, for instance, I don't know what he's getting for, you know, whatever, but Donny Cates, I know what Donny Cates makes. I don't know what he's making off of the screenplay of the movie and the stuff that's going on and whatnot, but you know what he got for making this? Paycheck. There's no royalties for this stuff. Like, that's the thing about it, man. It's a shame. So okay, cool. Pandora's Box Collects, welcome to the channel. If I knew you a little bit better, I'd be okay with you promoting yourself, but like this would be like me going to your show and walking up on your stage while you're performing and grabbing a microphone and saying, "Hey guys, make sure you come to Comic Book University on YouTube and Twitch and follow me on Twitter and all this stuff. I talk about comic books and stuff like that." You'd be a little bit pissed off, and if there was security, you'd be hauled off. So I've got my own version of security. Please don't make me have to ban you from the channel. And I can assure you, absolutely nobody's going to show up at your channel from this channel with you self-promoting like that. It's not going to happen. I hope that you're not insulted any more than I'm insulted. That's fucking lazy. That is really fucking lazy to do stuff like that. That's about as disrespectful as disrespectful gets. And if you've got a band, you should really fucking know better. Anyway. If I knew you, if you were here for like a couple months, whatever, if I recognized your name, that would be one thing. That's not cool, dude. That's not even a little bit cool. I don't need an apology. I do need that nonsense to stop, though. We're all grown adults here. Okay, so here's Cable. And I saw somebody post some good images of him online, and they were correct. He looks like Kid Cable. He looks like Kid Cable. I'm going to compare his size right now to Amazo because they said that he seems to run a little small. And yeah, I know that Amazo is supposed to be a lot bigger, but yeah, no, these were all made to be 6 inches. They weren't made to be different sizes unless these old DC Universe figures, they were made to be all 6 inches tall. So like they're all essentially the same height. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the yeah, so they weren't necessarily, they were made to us scale, but they weren't made to scale. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, boom. He is a little bit short. So I'm cool. I've got one version of Cable. It's actually the X-Sanction Cable. I'd like to have the one that had that came with the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave because that's the standard Cable, the Liefeld version of Cable that I like best. This is obviously from the Deadpool movie, but he looks just like Kid Cable. So you know what? I'm not upset by this in the slightest. This is cool. He's got a holster for one of his guns. Here is one of his guns right now. This one, boom! Boom, right there. He's got a little boomstick. I'm just going to slide that puppy right up in there. Get in there, damn it. Get in there. Okay, he comes with, you see he's got his open hands, and they're actually trigger finger hands, so he can triggers on, got the trigger finger out. And he comes with 2 fists. Oh, he also comes with what is all this stuff? Okay, this is a little bit crazy here. There's a lot of stuff. I don't think that one actually goes in there. I think, oh, it wasn't supposed to go in there. Shoot, how am I going to, oh, it actually came out. Yay! So he's got a pistol. Holy pistola. He's got a pistol. I'm going to shove his pistol in there. Boop. It does not go in as nicely as I would like it to. Doesn't lock. Doesn't freaking, let me turn it around. Well, that just sucks. That's an ugly little pistol location. That is ugly. Anyway, so I'm not going to keep it in there. I'm going to put all this stuff in a miniature plastic bag. And he comes with this giant freaking thing. I don't know what this thing is. It's just a giant freaking futuristic looking gun. Freaky. Freaky. It also comes with this. I guess it's supposed to be like you trigger lock the bottom of it. Yeah. Aha! I figured that one out pretty easily. Boom. So that goes on the bottom there, so you can kind of like an M203 grenade launcher. And then there's also this thing. I don't know what the hell this thing is. I guess it's supposed to be like a different trigger lock. It probably goes on here somewhere. You know what? I'll figure it out when I figure. I actually think it goes on the bottom of. I think it's a replacement thing going on the bottom of this also. Whatever. It's a lot of stuff going on. I don't care. So anyway, boom. There's all that stuff. So I'll put this over here. Okay, this, a miniature Boba Fett. I don't care about that imitation Slave 1 thing there. It's this missions thing. There's a whole bunch of them. Oh, look, it's actually supposed to be a backpack for him. That's just freaking weird. But I do have a bunch of Legos, and I actually have a Mandalorian set that actually has like 4 Legos on there. Hey, Lord Kinboat. No, I haven't read Black Science. Probably should. Ah, Batter, you're right. The comic book industry is mostly being kept alive by the trade paperbacks and by the but also, yeah, by the graphic novel industry. It's both. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger than the Lego. Oh, that's something interesting also. Lego is going to be putting out some Super Mario Brothers stuff now. Whoa! I actually saw that on advertisement from Toys R Us. So that's pretty damn interesting. Okay, so there's this stuff. I don't care about this. This is just whatever. It's supposed to go on his back if you want, but yeah, I got a missile backpack that actually goes on here. So this is actually really cool. It's definitely bigger than your average Lego, but I'm okay with it. It will fit. The only way to get an actual Boba Fett Lego is to also buy the Slave One set, and then you're talking $100-something. Legos are expensive, man. So I will not be purchasing that, but I am happy with this. This actually looks really cool. It looks like one of those Mega Construct figures. Actually, it might be. I already threw it over there. It's not. It's probably not. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So that exists. Okay, now let's show you guys what's in the diorama box. Clips. Why do I have clips? Hold your horses, okay? Hey, Quinn. It's a final one because I'm not doing any more on YouTube. I'm going to be doing them on Twitch now. So, okay, I got some walls for Star Wars. I'm going to actually show those later. What is this? Oh, hey. Well, it's a good thing that Kev sent a sticker for his thing, Toying Around. He's calling his little business Toying Around. And it is a little business. It's just him on a 3D printer doing some stuff. So if this stuff interests you, Toying Around, bang. That's the stuff right there. He is on Facebook. If you guys want to find this stuff, you let me know. I will show it to you. So first I'm going to show you the non-Star Wars stuff. So he sent me, I bought 2 barrels. He sent me a 3rd one. So that's cool. I am actually planning on painting, I'll probably paint them gray. One of them at least I'll probably paint yellow. I might paint them all 3 of them yellow. I don't know. And then put like AIM stickers on the side with like hazmat symbols. Also, I could do like a red with rocks on the side. Damn it. I'm gonna have to buy a lot of these freaking things, aren't I? Anyway, so I got 3 of these 3D printed. They are solid well, it's not solid. It's hollowed out, but they're a strong plastic, I should say. So boom, there's that. Put these down here. Oh, for crying out loud, I can't twist my finger. Nerve damage from the lead paint. Better not be lead paint. Okay, I actually got a couple of these before, but I like them, so I got some more milk crates. Bunch of little milk crates. So I can actually make like a little scooter out of this. I'm being silly. Back to the Future. So he made milk crates. Look at the design on these things. Like they go all the way around. They're open on the inside, but there's also a solid bottom, right? You can see right through them. Hi. So he actually 3D prints out these milk crates. Toying Around. That's the name of his company. He also gave me a bunch of these little pegs. So these are good. We always see the pegs, or not the pegs, the things where, you stand them up and you got the backing on them so it holds them up. This is a little bit different. So these are pegs so you can actually put their foot down. Now you can always paint these if you want. They come in white, but you can always paint them gray or whatever color. You paint them green if you want to green screen them. That's what I plan on doing. I'm gonna have it so they're all set for green screen. So I got those. Now let's see the Star Wars stuff. I got 2 more crates, but these are Star Wars crates. Boom. This is stuff like you could see Boba or the Mandalorian, saying like coming up and just, oh, let me get some of these things. So boom, check it out. How many people will be on your team for the animation? Including me? 1. I might outsource a little bit for voice acting. It's not gonna be a paid position, but I will credit you. You know what I'm saying? Just have some people get some fans together, try and make it a little bit more interactive. But I might I was talking about doing that for a while, but yeah, when I'm going to be doing some voice stuff, that's when I'm ready to actually start doing the voice acting stuff. Until then, it's just going to be putting the stuff together. So now here's 2 barrels also, but they're Star Wars style. So these are nice. These I don't even think I'm going to be painting. I might actually. Um, I almost said rim job. By the way, I just learned what rim job is. I think 2 days ago. So, yeah. Anyway, just learned all that stuff. So there's all that, and I got some actual Dio walls. So let's see what I got here. Let me actually try and put these together. So I got a bunch of these walls. Yep. And so there are three different walls. Three different walls. You can see that they are all different. While the two on the outside may look similar, look at the inside. There's actually a difference. So these together, and with this middle one, you can see that you can actually see right through it. You can see me. Hi. I can actually put lights behind it. So I can actually put like a cheesecloth or a light parchment paper over top, and then put a light behind it, like a not fluorescent, whatever. Put a light behind it, and then boom! All of a sudden, it's going to look like it's actually glowing. And there's three of these here. That's why he gave me the clips. Guess what? I bought 3 sets of this. I actually bought 3 sets of these. So I'm all sorts of hooked up. So yeah, I'm going to be making my stop motion animation stuff, and it's going to be freaking sexy. And FDC, you don't want to make any more Hawkman stuff? I'm going to make my own Hawkman stuff, all right? I don't need you. I don't need you. Do my own thing. So that's what I got from my buddy Kev. I bought the stuff. Make no mistake. He threw in the thing of clips. That was cool. It's like a dollar store thing, so whatever. But still, and this is his thing, toying around. Yeah, yeah. Dude is freaking awesome. I bought a lot of stuff, so he gave me a discount. Kev doesn't actually know that I have a YouTube channel. I try to keep my private life different from my online life because it is what it is. Rim job is what the pilots of the Jaegers did in Pacific Rim. Yes, Federico. By the way, one of the greatest colors in the comic book industry right now, Federico Blee. The guy that I've been saying for a while, this guy's so damn good. How come he's not doing covers? All of a sudden, he's getting a bunch of covers. Mind you, it's not because, I already pointed this out, it's not because Marvel listens to me. Marvel, for the most part, doesn't even know I exist, okay? No, they did it based on his own merits because the freaking guy is awesome. That's why. Jamal Lewis, what's up? Star Trek Lower Deck is terrible. Call it something else. We're fine with it. There's no way. Star Trek. Well, talking about deck, I've got some more tech deck. I'm not going to be building this now, but you can see what this is. Part of the skate park thing actually goes together, and boom, you can actually make the ramp with the wall on the top. Pretty cool, right? It's the Japan thing. Well, guess what? I didn't stop there. What else did I get? Here we go. This is the one that I really wanted. This was the main one that I wanted, and I got it. I hope that these are just stickers. Otherwise, I got to paint over them. But it's actually a set of stairs. So, yeah, boom. I can actually do stairs. Yeah! I am super happy over that. So I'm going to open those puppies up later, man. I said later, man. Who knows what album that's from? Who knows? Just who's the band? Who's the band? Well, they used to keep on saying, I said later, man. Oh, I've got another Marvel Legends in there. But before I do that, here's some more Dio props that actually work. Boom! Boom! So the most famous game in modern arcades when I was younger, it's like everybody had freaking Rampage, a great one. They made a Rock movie about it, The Rock. And Karate Champ. This is the one that was featured on Bloodsport. Yeah, this is the one where they fight. They actually work. You can actually put batteries in the back and turn them on and play them. So this will go with my Frogger and Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man, my Mortal Kombat, Defender, Galaga. Yeah, I got so many of these things, man. They've also got Burger Time, and I'm thinking maybe I'll get that. I'm thinking maybe I will get Burger Time, but I'm not entirely sure. I might. I think I have enough video games for my arcade. Chillmonger, what the hell are you doing awake? Are you okay to be awake? I just saw you send out a tweet at 4 o'clock. You mean they're angry about something? Get out of town. What better say? The comics book crowd are going crazy. How Superman smashes the Klan is the reason DC is in the state it's in. Are you freaking serious? Yeah, Superman smashes the Klan. That's why. You know what? F the Ku Klux Klan. No, 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 no. Let's be realistic. I'm going to make a very brave and bold statement that nobody's ever said before because it's so controversial. F the Ku Klux Klan. Okay? F racists. F all of them. And anybody can be a racist. I don't want to hear that racist nonsense about only some people can be racist. Everybody can be racist. If you hate a group because of their race, it is racism. That's what it is. Is it institutional racism? No, it's not. But racism comes in lots of different shades. Now, oh, first off, let me knock this out because I never thought I would get my hands on this. Boom! I got the lizard and another Spider-Man from the. It's not Imagine X. It's the. What is this? The whatever the hell they're called. Imagine X does the Power Rangers and DC's heroes, but this one, boom. So I got this big freaking. I don't know how the hell this. Oh, there's a thing in here. It's a button. There's a button that does something. I don't know what the hell it does. Anyway, the mouth will like open and close. It's supposed to do the thing there. I don't know. Oh, it pops. Why the hell would it do that? Look at that. It makes the thing inside pop up. Why would it pop up if this thing comes? That's just stupid. It's supposed to like whatever. Anyway, so I got this. I'm very happy that I got I just wanted the lizard. I just wanted the lizard. I can get rid of all the other stuff because I've got plenty of Spider-Man. I don't need more of those. I don't need Spider-Man shoes. There's Spider-Man shoes on the bottom. You see the shoes? What is the Spider-Man shoes? What is that? There's a backpack thing. This thing could be fun, the alligator, but I got a way cooler looking alligator. I'll call this a robotic alligator. But I want the lizard. So I got the lizard. Yay. Yay me. Yay me. Okay, what else do I have in here? Okay, this is fun. I'm opening this puppy up right now. Bang! So they got a whole bunch of new releases for the original style, but upgraded. They've actually got articulation for all these guys. I am interested in the Skeletor. I kind of want this guy here. Man at Arms has always been awesome, and I never actually owned this when I was a kid. All of these guys I had. All these actually I never had Evil Lyn either. But I had all these guys. I never had this ship, but I did have, of course, I had, the man himself, and I did have a battle cat. I didn't have the two things in it because it was on a trade, and I didn't have the freaking helmet stuff and the saddle. I think I had the saddle, but I definitely didn't have the helmet part. So anyways, I'm gonna pop this puppy open right now because this is my first battle cat. And the old battle cat, it was not articulated at all. You simply could not articulate it in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that's a lot of deck. I got the D, man. I got the D. What's up? Is this stuff going to actually come out on its own, or am I going to have to fight it? Okay. Hey, Master Jarl. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah. The funny thing is, I'm actually turning it on, and after this is over, it's going to fall right off again. I'm forcing a lot of this. I really am. It's more memory, but whatever. I'm not here about that. So yeah, thank you for the $5 super chat. Ever since I told people you don't have to send super chats, I literally haven't gotten a super chat since. So that is nice. Thank you very much. Literally one of the reasons why I'm bringing this all over to Twitch. Okay, let me pop this guy over here. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, so like I said, the original Battle Cat had 0 articulation. You couldn't move the legs or anything. That's what happens when you're an 80s kid. You're happy with what you get, even though what you get is basically hot garbage. So it looked the exact same. Are you kidding me? There's another one of these things. Dude, how freaking worried are you that people are going to steal stuff? Like, come on, man. Don't tell me there's that many freaking thieves in the world. Plus, security system, man, cameras and stuff. Nab these guys, bruh. Okay, so put this thing on. Bang! Battle Cat, and this thing is better than I thought it was going to be. This is even better than I thought it was going to be. I was planning on using this for like one of my stop motions with I always do that with Deadpool. I thought, like you got to have certain props and things like that to be silly with Deadpool. And one of the things I thought would be awesome is if Deadpool actually kidnapped Battle Cat, because that'd be freaking awesome. So I actually forgot to grab my one of my many Deadpools. So boom, Battle Cat. And this is exactly how it would look back in the day. You couldn't articulate the legs or anything, but you could still remove this part and this part as I can now. But I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to do that. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's even better. Okay, this is genuine excitement right here. This is genuine excitement. Holy crap, he's like, not today, mother fathead. I'ma bite your ass. He can go up and down, like he's just all over the place, man. So his legs move like this. His legs move like this. Holy crap, that is insane. His legs move like that. Like this thing moves. Hey, no ankle movement. Oh, this thing's garbage. Anyway, I'm joking. The freaking tail moves. Now, what would actually be kind of cool is if it was if it had the elastic and the whatever, but still, oh, it even does that. Oh my god, this is awesome. This is freaking awesome. It'd also be kind of cool is if I could move the wrist so that he could do like one of these and like an up rake instead of just raking down. But nah, man, this is awesome. Rah! And of course, you got to put this thing back on. Smell of new plastic. Probably gonna get cancer from that whiff. Anyway, that is cool. So he's got the saddle, so I can stick a Marvel Legend there. I'm gonna stick Deadpool on there, and he's gonna kidnap one of these days. I know I'm giving that away, but you know what? It's gonna be funny when you see it. Okay, let me put that over there. Okay. So that's the last thing I'm gonna open. Oh, here's another tech deck. Here's a pretty obvious what this is. It's a bike stand, so I can actually park those bikes that I got. I remember I got those bikes not too long ago. Yeah, let me open it up. I'll take a couple seconds. Let me see this thing here. I love the fit. Like it actually feels like a real skateboard, you know? It actually feels like a real skateboard. So you can see what it looks like there. That's pretty cool, man. I love this. This is so sweet. So jealous of all the people who knew how to ride skateboards when I was a kid, man. Wow. Okay, so piece there, the big piece. And let me get another one of these little pieces here. Bang, got it. You go out there for recycling. Okay, so this guy is pretty straightforward. Oh, I just watched Project Superpowers. Like it finished about 5 minutes before I came out here. You still have your original Battle Cat and Prince Adam. Everything else was donated by my mom. It sounds like my freaking Transformers. And yeah, most of my other toys. That's really messed up, man. That is messed up. She wanted me to grow up. Joke's on her. Oh my God. That is freaking hysterical. So anyways, boom, there we go. So now I can actually hook my bikes up to here and it'll look awesome. Freaking sweet. That is sweet. Okay, 2 more things to open up. I've got this guy here. What is this? I don't know. It's some stupid thing. It's what does that say? Eldrador creature from Slice. Yeah. Anyway, it's a thing. So it doesn't move. So I think I could just. Oh, I'd like to be able to say I could just rip it out. Unfortunately, it's actually on there by freaking metal wire. Oh my God. It's actually metal wire. Look at that. Oh my God. I have opened up electrical control panels that don't have this much wiring in there. Holy crap. Holy shite on a shingle. Yo! By the way, in the military, we used to actually eat shit on a shingle. It's just chipped beef, but we used to call it SOS. Shit on a shingle. Chipped beef and bread. You know, the funny thing is, I never disliked army food. Maybe I'm just weird like that. I don't know. I never had a problem with MREs. I ate them. Num num num. Plus, we did so much work. I just needed freaking carbs in me in the worst possible way. So, yipper, yipper, yipper. Plus, I just got, I'm an 80s kid. I'm used to just not complaining, just grin and bear it. Take it. Take it! Tell me you did not flip this underneath. Oh, thank God. That I would have complained about. All right, so you're going to come around on this side. So what am I going to use this stupid thing for? Well, I got a snowbird, right? No, seriously, think about it. I've got Snowbird from the hell is it called? The Alpha Flight. They got the Alpha Flight characters. The only ones I'm really, really missing would be the 2 box characters. That's okay. I got boxes. I could just use this box. But just put an empty box, empty cardboard box next to them and just take a picture. Be like, look, it's the entire Alpha Flight team. See if anybody gets the joke. Anyway, I think I did that on the Facebook page. Because, Facebook page, go to facebook.com. Go to the Facebook group, Comic Book University Facebook group. Do that. All right. And then you'll see all the stuff that I do there. It's just a way for us to keep in contact. We can all show off our comic book collections there. All the new stuff that you got in your weekly haul, all the stuff that's actually important in life. Of course, everybody in the group also knows what's best in life. What is best in life, Conan? To slay your enemies, to see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of their women. Yeah, I probably got the word slay wrong. It's probably a different word, but the meaning is the same. Just watch this live stream again later. The professor explained it. Oh, what is happening at DC? Why nobody tell me? Wait, what? You're literally coming in at the last moment. How much stuff do I have to re-explain? Rewind the video. Rewind the video. You'll still be live in the comments. Love the 2000s He-Man series. He had 4 or 5 different figures. Really? Yeah, I saw them. I actually got a bunch of them for a Christmas drive. There was a Christmas drive at my work, and I went and I bought a whole bunch of them. And I brought them in. I was looking at them. I was like, man, I wonder if I can afford to get a couple extra of these, for me. But yeah, that's fun. They were really nice looking. I didn't see the TV series. I think they came with DVDs or videotapes of the new series, though, which is actually a really good idea because they're not trying to make money off of the TV show. They're trying to make money off of the merchandise. The whole reason why the toys were made in the first place, all toys are made, is so that they can actually make money off of them. But TV shows are always made to promote merchandise. Animated TV shows, that is. That's where the real money's coming in. Oh, for crying out loud, just get off. Thank you. So anyway, here's this stupid little thing. I'm going to get rid of, I might keep on the frost thing, whatever. I'm probably just going to dry brush him white. I'll explain dry brushing and all that stuff. Nothing on here moves, huh? Whatever. So it's a fully posable figure, which that alone is like a clickbaity kind of title. Posable means it doesn't move. The pose that you see, that's it. So you want to pose it, turn it this way or turn it that way. Maybe going on an incline, but no, you're not going to be able to move it. So it's 0 points of articulation. But this is cool. So Snowbird from the Alpha Flight, she can turn into this thing. And then, yeah, it'd be awesome. So little white dry brushing and we good. We good, my dude. I got one more thing to open. One more thing to open. It's a Marvel Legend. Is it a Marvel Legend? It is not a Marvel Legend, but it is from Hasbro. It's just not a part of the Marvel Legend series. Ha-bang! I got the Gray Beast. I have got the Gray Beast. So I'm popping this puppy open right now. We're going to see what this is all about. We're going to see what this is all about. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't like to pull these things out of the box because they're so easy to just peg them and hang them on the walls. They look great. They look great hanging on the walls. But maybe you do want to open it up. But the way that this is designed is the cardboard is on the back, and then it actually wraps around. This is actually the fold here. So which means over here, this is the part that's actually open. So you can actually see and especially feel the fold over here where they wrap it around. So it's actually in the front, so you can't see any of the seams. None of this are actually seams. It seems like they should be, but they're not. You can see the imprint of the seam underneath, and it's glued on there. So how do you open these? Well, actually, this would open best from the top because they got this lip on the bottom. It would actually open smoothest from the top, but people will see that if you're not careful. So what you do is you go from the bottom, you make sure you get yourself a good sharp knife, not some cheesy crappy thing. I am not going to keep this on the box. I'm actually going to rip this thing in pieces, but I do want to show you guys in general how it's supposed to be done in case you want to start collecting these, because these are very collectible, extremely collectible. So yeah, you just open this up from the bottom. Oops, I missed a part. Whatever, I'm not interested. I'll try and make it as nice as I possibly can for you guys, in case you're interested in following suit. So it's down, and then you could just pull the bottom piece out. Gotta get rid of this stupid thing. And then you pull the... Oh, it's not gonna be easy. Nope, I actually just ripped it. Oh, well, screw it. Yeah, with that lip on the bottom, it makes it hard. The previous ones never had the lip. Now there's no lip on the top, so I guess it'd be easier to just do it from the top and pull it out. And you can always, cheat and go in from the back, but you gotta be careful because people will be able to see it from the front. But anyway, yeah, you just slide it out, and then you can see, yeah, I've got this one little piece down here that's out, but if that wasn't there, like seriously, if this one stupid piece wasn't there, and I guess I could like cut it off. Yeah, let me try and pull it off actually. Actually making it worse. Oh my God, that sucks. But I want to show you guys. So, is that all of it? There we go. No, don't fall, beast. Cling onto the wall if you need to. Damn it. So anyway, boom. It almost looks like, I told you I ripped it, right? So a little bit of a rip there. But for the most part, it looks like it wasn't opened. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it just disappeared from out there. So yeah, you do have the ability to do that. So here's Beast. Here's all this totally sexable stuff. Posable means you have a great night in figures. Yeah. But Ethan W. Hey, Professor. Hope you and Chad are well. Been busy planning writing my fantasy novel. Cool. Writing your fantasy, yeah. It's always a weird thing. As a former editor, what do you call it? It's a weird thing to always hear somebody say fantasy novel, or like it's just such a weird thing. It's like, yeah, it's the genre, but like you could just say whatever, fantasy novel. The worst part is when somebody says fiction book or no, yeah, fiction novel. It's like, dude, the idea of it being fiction means that it's a novel means that it's fiction. You don't call nonfiction a novel. So fantasy, you're just saying the genre. I get it. Anyway, okay. So what is this? This is probably like Chaucer, Canterbury Tales, or something like that. But anyway, yeah, you can. Doesn't say. Oh no, it's actually it's got a graph in it. So that's actually kind of cool. You can see the graph. That's cool. It's an open book. It actually really, really genuinely does feel like leather. Like I know it's not, it's clearly not, but it's got that feel like leather. This is awesome. So if you want to have Beast in a library or at a school, you can. He also comes with, let me pull out a fist. So you can interchange that fist. He also comes with an open hand because you got to keep that pimp hand strong. And then he comes with his two regular hands and his smiling face. It's kind of cute and whatnot. I wonder if this one also pulls down. Yes, it does. Okay, so here's something with the other Beast character that was in the Marvel Legends figure, and this one. His legs can do that. That's fairly posable, but not for Beast, right? Well, here's the deal. Like that's the most he's going to do for his splits, right? Yeah. Hold him, hard by the stomach. Grab his legs and watch the pull. You see what just happened there? You can hear it. I'm going to pull it out again. I'm going to pull it down. See? And now watch his articulation. Okay, still sucks. Hello? I didn't see the text. Do you have the Mystique? Can I have it, please? Quinn, you're killing me with the freaking questions there, bud. Lightsaber my ass. I went out to actually answer the door. It's my wife. She came home early. She brought the paint home so I can do the baseboards. And she brought the Mystique figure, so she's going to be bringing that in a moment. But anyway, so yeah, you can do all that. Oh, and he's got two other parts. He's got much cooler head for the gray beast. And he's got this pair of glasses. Thank you. So I'll be opening this next. The Mystique, the movie version of Mystique. Okay, what the heck, man? Okay. Boop. There we go. He's got a nice pair of glasses. Okay, so let me put that down there. And let's see if I can put the glasses on and see if he looks good. Would it be nice if he could actually hold the glasses in his hand? I don't know that he can do that. They don't even stay on his face very well. Look at that. That's just, it's kind of booty, isn't it? But whatever, it is what it is. Anyway, you could always put them on top of his head. Nah, the glass is actually really dumb on him. They're really dumb. But anyway, I guess you could always have the glasses in his hand. It's not good. But I do like the book. So that's cool. Just hold the book, hang, and talk. Oh man. Put all these down here. What's up, Bagel? I know it's hard to get in there, right? I got all this stuff here. So now that she decided to bring, she decided to come early. Boom! I got the Mystique. I told y'all. You think I'm gonna lie? Look at the back of that box. Damn, that is gorgeous, right? Oh, that is just gorgeous. That's cool, better. A head with the glasses sculpted on it would be better. Yeah, it is an extra head. I understand why they're not doing it. But at the same time, if we're paying so much for it, and they did just raise the price on these things, yes, I agree, it would be better. But just if they would find a way to make it fit, make the glasses bigger and more solid instead of the cheap plastic. Because I would like him to be able to actually hold the glasses in his hand. I would like them to come down on his nose, but like they just don't hold on there because his face is too big. Like, you know, the back and everything. They just don't fit. There's no place, like you can't put them over top of his ears. So it's kind of booty. It's kind of booty. Should I keep the white one or the yellow background? Crap, I'm probably going to wind up keeping them both. Okay, so we've got Mystique. And this is what's cool is this is the Rebecca Roman Stamos version. She's not married to John Stamos anymore, which means she's free. So anyway, yeah, this is awesome. I wonder what her split articulation is usually pretty good. Nope, not a great female figure. Split articulation stinks. one joint for the elbow, so it doesn't come up very far. It's more than a 90-degree angle though, so I'm not like super complaining. Yeah, that's like 80-degree angle or so. It's not bad. You see it comes with a fist and an open hand, the typical hand that all women do in the freaking figures. They all like all women are just standing around going like this all the time. Like, why would Mystique do that? That just doesn't make any sense. And the other famous, it's like they're all just going, I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's like, dude, stop reusing these molds. It's just, the same styles, but fist is always something good to be used. And it comes with one more thing. It's not an extra hand. It's an extra arm. And this is actually kind of cool. So it looks like she's in the middle of her shape change. This is a right arm. So I can pop this one right off apparently. I don't know if I want to do this. No, this is a left arm. Oof, that could have been really bad. It pops off pretty easily, yeah. And then you just put that on, and then she can actually start her shape changing. Whatever. I'm not going to complain about this. Then she turns into Rogue or whatever, There's the Marvel Legends figure. This isn't actual Marvel Legends, is it? It is. It's the Marvel Legends series. It says it right up here. So yeah, it's not bad. But anyway, so the other Marvel Legends Mystique figure that came out, it actually comes with the Shi'ar, the Lilandra head from the Shi'ar, and it also comes with another head that half shape changes into Rogue. So you can actually get really silly and do both of these, and then bloop, and it just looks like she's changing into someone else. So I don't know if I'm ever going to use that. Maybe I'll find a reason to, but anyway. So I've got the movie version. These both sold out with the quickness. So, hey, this is kind of cool with the head. I don't know if the head will actually pop off. I'll wait until somebody else figures that out. Head actually moves pretty good. It's on an actual joint, though. That's weird instead of just regular whatever. No complaints. All right, cool. Cool. So there we go. Whole bunch of toys, whole bunch of figures, whole bunch of, things. Yeah. So let me finish up some of these. Because it keeps passing them by, Quinn. Got it. I guess the fantasy element comes from Lost Future Science. It's a possibility. Bow. Can you briefly elaborate who, how, when, why Jack Kirby's New Gods being fleshed out after his involvement? You touched upon that in the story in Dark Knight's Nation. You know what? I did. You're right. Okay, so let's try and finish up with that. Jack Kirby is one of the greatest comic book artists that has ever existed. He is freaking fantastic, phenomenal, amazing, out of this world. He's barely human. You know what I'm saying? At some point, the freaking mists, the Terrigen mists got him, and he was already born a mutant, and the radioactive spider that got him, and the gamma radiation. Like, the guy's freaking amazing, right? Not the greatest storyteller on the face of the planet. And let me elaborate on that a little bit more. Really good storyteller, not such a great writer. Okay, and there is a difference. Somebody who can sit there and tell you a ghost story at a campfire, awesome. Can you put it down on paper? Can you actually make it believable? Because storytelling is different when you're actually doing the writing. There is a different art to it. It's crucial to know that. It's just like the difference, like writing for a comic book is different than writing for a fantasy story, or writing nonfiction, or writing a technical novel, as opposed to what do you call it, a biography. You know what I'm saying? They're all going to be different. There's always a lot of stuff that you got to do. So Jack Kirby was not a great writer when all push comes to shove. So he had a whole lot of setup, a whole lot of stuff that he was trying to do with the New Gods and whatnot. He was one of the best, people for actually learning and understanding science. But as far as the storytelling, like, his storytelling was great in the art form, but he wasn't great at writing. So anyway, a lot of the stuff that he did, like, he had really high fluting ideas that weren't fleshed out very well at all. Maybe he was going to tell those stories in the future, but let's be realistic. He died in 1992. He never fleshed those stories out until then, and the New Gods were created back in what, early 70s? Was it the early 70s? Yeah, it was like 72, I think it was. I mean, he had plenty of time, but he didn't. And there's a reason for that. It's because he just didn't know how to. I know people want to think that Kirby is a god. Sure, but even gods are gods of something. You know what I'm saying? Like the god of the rivers is not going to be considered a god of architecture. You get what I'm saying, right? So writing just simply wasn't his forte. So there's too much that he didn't flesh out, too much that was just kind of left open. They were very, very human characters, and is what it is. So when he, I don't know, when he finally like fell off of the project and he just lost interest in it or whatever, and it's more complicated than that. I'm giving a really brief rundown version of it. He never went back to it because he just, for the most part, didn't care. You know what I'm saying? And other people came along and they did a much better job. Neil Gaiman did the Eternals, which is a different Jack Kirby creation. But Walter Simonson, you know what I'm saying, came along. He did a lot with the New Gods. A bunch of people came along and did some stuff with the New Gods and fleshed them out a whole lot more. Really got us to understand and care about who these guys are. Is Darkseid really that powerful? If it were only up to Jack Kirby, based on what we got from Jack Kirby, and nobody else wrote the New Gods, nobody else wrote Darkseid, no, Darkseid's not that tough. He's just not. But the whole idea of him being the antithesis of, like almost an antithesis of Trigon and the presence and whatnot, with not All Father, New Father. The hell's his name? High Father. Jeez, couldn't remember that. But you know what I'm saying? Like all of this stuff, like the patterns where everybody goes and the Godhead and whatnot. Jack Kirby didn't come up with that stuff. He just didn't, because he just didn't have it in him. You know, for whatever reason, he just didn't. He did a really great job with the Mr. Miracle story. I mean, it was a really compelling story. But the New Gods themselves, there was so much there. Like, what was the Omega? The Omega Zone. What the hell did he call it again? He could actually walk. He actually walked. That's when he went from Uxas to Darkseid. I've taken that name, and it's a name that no one else has dared take since. Okay, so are you going to explain the significance of that? No, he didn't. He didn't. It was just something that he thought was going to sound cool. But when we're older and we want to actually look at some of the stuff, it's not good. It's just not. So it's okay. The reason why Darkseid is considered as badass as he is because of the stuff that we've seen afterwards, that we read afterwards by other people. Also, that Superman, the animated series episode, where he's just like, but you can take it, can't you? So he just hauls off and you get to see how powerful Superman is. And then, of course, later on, we've got to go and explain this. Well, the only reason is because he was an Avatar. Yeah, Avatar. You read, what was it, issue 7? I did a spotlight on story for it. Issue 7, I think it was, of the New Gods, where you first get introduced to Steppenwolf. First off, a really cool band. Not a great name for a character. I'm going to throw that out there. But whatever, we've also got characters like Dr. Octopus, so who cares, right? Anyway, the the idea that Darkseid is talking to Steppenwolf is like, yeah, Uncle, get him. You got him. Go get him, Uncle. Meanwhile, he's already got the freaking Darkseid power and whatnot. I mean, the Omega Dimension, I think it was just really sad. Really sad. Like when you think about what Darkseid is now and what, even then, most people think about it. How many people actually care about the New Gods? How many people look at Orion? Let's just take Orion and say, dude, Orion's a badass. Like, dude, he's some skimp freak who rides on a little bicycle made out, he sticks his feet inside the pegs. Like, what is this stupid thing that he's on? You know, the sky sled. Like, what is this stupid thing? So, for the most part, it's all a bunch of stuff. It's great drawings. He did incredible renders of giant ships and whatnot. He's a great storyteller as far as his art is concerned. but his writing was terrible. And if it wasn't for people coming by afterwards, all that stuff would have just fallen apart and been like, who cares? Who honestly cares? It would just been throwaway characters, exactly like the Eternals, which Jack Kirby also wrote and drew. Incredible idea for a story, but nobody, for the most part, like Neil, aside from Neil Gaiman, how many people have really come forward and said, let's actually do something cool with the Eternals? For the most part, nobody. For the most part, nobody. They've never really taken off like some of the other characters in Marvel. And this is a Jack Kirby creation. It says something. It says something. Jack Kirby was great at doing what he was, at art. Not a great writer. Just it is what it is. Anyway, I'm not going to try and explain any more on that. I was totally lost during Final Crisis. That was trippy. Well, it was Grant Morrison, after all. Orion, it's technically a mall cop in his Segway. A mall cop, I like that. Thanks for clearing that up. No worries there, Mark. Omega Sanction. The Omega Sanction and the Omega Effect, but it was like the Omega Dimension. Was it actually called the Omega Sanction that he was in? Because he walked into the doorway instead of letting his brother do it. Because it was supposed to be his brother who went into the doorway, but he killed his brother. He was like, no, I'm going to go in instead. It was like so it's like, think about it, because Jack Kirby liked the biblical stuff as well as the science. The FBI came and were knocking on his door, or they called him up like, dude, how did you predict the atomic bomb 3 years before it happened? So I don't know. I just read science magazines and I just looked at it. Like, that's who Jack Kirby was. He was brilliant with so much of what he did, but he's not God. You know what I'm saying? He's not Jehovah. He can't do everything. And he just wasn't really great at the writing. So he just messed up a bunch of stuff. Just it is what it is. I like Steppenwolf. I don't dislike Steppenwolf. I just don't think it's the Steep Wolf. The steep, like the steeps, the Mongolian steeps, that could work, I guess. Anthony Stewart head would be perfect for the MCU Magneto. I don't know who Anthony Stewart head is, but maybe, I guess. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go on chill mode for a little while, and then, got to do a podcast tonight. So, yeah, hopefully you guys will have that around 5 o'clock in the morning. Still free wherever you download your podcast from. I got on another new platform, which I didn't even know existed recently. So cool. I don't know how many people are on it. I don't even remember what it's called, but yeah, we're out there. And it's getting a lot of traction because I don't know, instead of just like something new happened in the news, let's report on it. Okay, but what happens tomorrow when they redact it? What happens tomorrow when they talk about it a little bit more? What happens when they go into further elaboration on it? You're just going to keep on making new videos talking about that? No. Once a week, I talk about the latest in comic book and comic book movie news. We also throw in a little bit of wrestling and some voice acting, and then boom, that's it. That's what we do. That's what we do. So expect more of that in the morning. Bang, knock it out. So I'll talk to you guys later. And the next time we do this, episode number 175, we'll be streaming off of Twitch instead. So you can go below and you can see in the description below, you'll see the link to the Twitch. Go there and just do the sign up. You don't have to subscribe. I won't be upset at you if you subscribe. I will give you a huge thank you. But aside from that, yeah, and I'll definitely be a lot quicker to answer those questions. I can be bought. I'm cool with something like that. I can absolutely be bought for a live chat. Hell's yes. So episode 175, the recording will be here on YouTube, but the actual live videos and interaction, that will be on Twitch. So, and I'm trying to get all my Twitch stuff together because I'm thinking to start playing some video games on there, like some Minecraft, like I said. And if I decide to pay for a server, have you guys show up, say what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm out. Okay, talk to you guys. Oh, you hate Twitch? I'm sorry to hear that. I don't see what the difference is. Hey, Paula, I didn't realize you were here. What's going on, Paula? Awesome. Hey, Federico, love you, man. Absolutely love you. And one of these days when I'm a famous comic book writer, absolutely commissioning you to do the freaking colors on that. You are pick number 1 on my list. So I'll talk to all you guys later. Love, peace, and hair grease. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.